my name is Gourmet. So recently I made a video talking about how I deleted LVUI, Voodoo, and a few other add-ons in order to get much better FPS in Raid. After that, I had some people asking for imports for my UI. I didn't want to give it out yet because I was still kind of polishing it and working on it, but I'm pretty happy with it now and I haven't done too much with it in the past couple of weeks. So this video, I'm mostly just be going over every single aspect of my UI in case anybody has any questions on what it is and where it's from. Overall, my UI I think is decently simple. The base UI is just going to be default. I do have a few add-ons though to make up for the functionality that I was missing from Elv. The first one being Baginator, just so that it's easier to find everything in my bags. It's kind of like Bagnon, but a little bit easier and better to use in my opinion. I also have something called Better Character Panel, just so that when I open my character sheet, I can see all my gems, enchants, and realize if I'm missing enchants anywhere. And then the last one is just Mask Blizzard bars. This just makes the bars look a little bit cleaner and you can zoom them in a tiny bit, which I think makes them look better. So for my raid frames, I am using Cell, which I know everyone's using it now. I do like it. It is very easy to use immediately and it's not too hard to pick up on how to use. I do miss some of the functionality from Voodoo though. I will say there are some things you can't customize that are driving me nuts, but for the most part I am really liking it and having an easier time setting up different profiles across my characters. I will have that link down below if you want to take my import, though I do suggest that you get familiar with using it yourself, especially things like setting up how custom debuffs glow and how like your own buffs look on frames. You should definitely personalize it more than just taking someone else's and getting used to it. And of course I have weak auras. So the only weak aura I'm really going to talk about here is the main class weak auras that I use. So for the most part I always use Luxthos, but I do edit them so that they're more like horizontal, so that it has like all the extra utilities and stuff on the outside because of where I like to place my healer frames whenever I'm playing, which is down below that, so that it's not so vertical. I do have those edited versions available if you like the look of that better, but if you just like his base version, I really recommend his weak auras, and they're really easy to edit and customize if you need to. Underneath all of my frames, you can see that I'm tracking people's CDs. I'm using Omni CD for this. I mostly only use this inside of Mythic Plus. I don't really use this inside of Raid, and I also use it as my kick tracker. You can set up mostly just having things like defensives underneath if you're a healer. I also track offensives for when I play AUG. Usually I have a little separate thing for things like stops if I'm in a group where I need to call that, and then also the kicks. For nameplates, I am using Plater. Right now I'm just using Now's Plater profile, so I actually can't share that with you unfortunately. If you want that Plater profile, you're going to have to go ahead and sub to him. Things like Plater profiles and dungeon packs are things that I'm usually willing to yoink from someone else because I don't like taking the time to customize all of that for all the different mobs and all the dungeons. Outside of that, I just have some small like quality of life add-ons like Opie, but nothing that's really like gameplay related outside of that. Again, I'm trying to keep my UI as simple as possible going forward because I do not want to encounter like what I had at the beginning of this expansion where I was lagging so much in Raid because of the add-ons I had. I'm trying to keep everything as trim as possible right now. Please let me know below if you have any questions.